Hi and welcome to 5 o'clock Friday. Well, here we are and it's time for a check-in. It's been quite a week for me. I've been sick since Sunday, and what that did was throw a huge spanner in the works of all of my plans. Everything changed. Dinners became frozen pizzas. Homeschooling was totally different. And I had to change all of the really big ideas that I had of what I was going to get done and accomplish throughout the week because the energy wasn't there. Now, the doctor sent me for a COVID test and I'm all clear. It's my second one. That's what they do when you're in any way sick with anything similar to the symptoms. So that's really good to know, right? But all the things that wanted to have happen have changed. And all the things that are happening this week, I had to change how I was going to be. And I just wanted to say how I applied what I know into this situation and gave myself a lot of grace. Because what can happen is we can get sick and then beat ourselves up at the same time for being sick and not doing all the things we want to do. Not homeschooling the way we want, or making dinners the way we want, or showing up for people we love the way we want. But what's really important, I think, is to take care of yourself first and find ways to make tiny steps forward. So instead of the huge big chunks that I wanted to get done this week, I had to change my thinking into 10-minute, 20-minute, half-an-hour increments. Because this was important to me, because putting my coaching work out there was important to me. I had to think how I was going to do that with my head swollen and a headache. So I did what I could and I made sure I rested. And I took down all of the must-dos and changed them. And I adapted. It's my husband's birthday today. And I wanted to do so much for him. But instead I made smaller things happen, things that I could do. I went from the big chunk, oh wow, razzle dazzle, to the small things that I could control and that were possible in this state that I'm in, where my head feels 3 sizes bigger than it should be. It means that even when we get big things like sickness or things beyond our control, when they come into our lives, we can find ways to take little steps forward to what we want to do. So I wrote an article for my website. I got a Twitter account at Kathy Connected and an Instagram account also at Kathy Connected if you want to follow me. So I did those steps. And what it did was it gave me a little bit of joy to make some progress. Because progress is everything, just a little bit better than today. But I also lay down yesterday and fell asleep for 3.5 hours. And I took the time to take care of me. I made sure I'm not going too fast, but I'm moving a little bit forward because I need that. I made sure the habits that are most important to me are happening, and the ones that I can set aside for even a small amount of time, I'm making sure they'll come right back on as soon as I get the energy. Because that's what I need for me. And I made all those choices. So that's where I am on my 5 o'clock Friday. I wonder what yours has been like. Have you been hit with sickness? Is your head this big? Have you gotten loads done this week? Have other things come in the way? Have you gotten peace? Have you gotten motivated? Has something tremendous happened? I'd love to know. So tell me how your 5 o'clock Friday was. And I'll see you here again next week. Take care.